September, when Ruben was 2, I was diagnosed with postnatal depression. As I can look back now, I realise that I had probably the feelings beginning when I was pregnant, but really when Ruben was born I realised something wasn't right. I'd say I felt disconnected from him and detached from real life. I felt like I made a big mistake, and instead of being really excited about having a baby, I felt grief. I felt like I had done something wrong. I felt like I couldn't find myself in the midst of feeling overwhelmed. I got very anxious about silly things, about little things. I found it very hard to go out of the house. I felt afraid to bump into other mums in case they would realise that there was something wrong with me. And as the time went on, because it took me quite a long time to get the help, I got very physically unwell and very emotionally unwell, to a point last summer I finally started to read about what postnatal depression is. I had a look at some other mums' stories online, and some things began to just make sense. I began to hear them saying things that I wish I could say, and I thought, oh, maybe that's what's wrong with me. And in talking then to my family and then going to see my GP, he looked me in the eye and said, Lindsay, you have postnatal depression, but you're going to be okay. We're going to get you the help that you need. And that was such relief. Those words brought freedom, and those words brought hope. And I guess in accepting and admitting my diagnosis of postnatal depression, I began the journey of recovery, which I am on now. Definitely accepting myself that that's what I had. In reading more about it and understanding more about what postnatal depression is, I began to understand myself in relation to the illness, and that definitely brought freedom because it made sense of how I was feeling. It helped me to realise that what I was feeling was normal within the bounds of postnatal depression. Talking has been a really big important thing for me. Talking to my partner, my husband, talking to my family, talking to my friends. I guess that has helped me to be really open and to realise that there is no blame and there is no shame with postnatal depression. It is an illness from which you can recover, but talking is a really key part of the recovery. My GP has also been very good at helping me with medication and sending me to a mental health team appointment, and both of those have been so valuable in my recovery. And I would encourage anybody to talk to their GP or health professional about either of those options as well. I began a blog to share my story, just thinking that maybe because I'd read other mums' stories that it might help another mum to read mine. I have been inundated with mums wanting to share their experience with me, and that has been really key in my healing because it's reminded me every day I'm not alone. Us mums are not alone. There are many other people who are struggling with this as well, and actually we can learn from one another's experience and learn how to support each other as well. Well, I'd start by telling you that I probably understand that you're feeling alone. You may be feeling frightened, isolated, and maybe how you're feeling is making you feel really uncertain. But I want you to know you're not alone, and there is hope and there is help available. Why don't you start talking to your partner or a family member or a friend? It really helped me actually to write down how I was feeling, so that in the conversation, if I got a bit emotional or I wasn't sure where to go next, I could let them read it or I had pointers to help me. Talk to your GP or your health visitor. Feel free to be honest with them and tell them how you're feeling. And don't give up. There is help out there. There are many mums who have been through or who are going through what you're going through, but you are not alone. And with time, you can recover from this, so don't ever believe anything other than that.